Alright, so that's silver. I took a little dab of red to cover that little mistake, but here's a skull and crossbones. Go ahead and grab your Babbitt Black. You don't have to do the Babbitt Black part, but I found if you do the Babbitt Black before you do the gold, it comes out really rich and dark, like a dark gold, almost like a bronze dark gold. And I kind of liked the effect. I didn't mean to do it, but alright, so kind of getting those little eye sockets right there, a little bit out, just cover it. Doesn't need to be too thick on there. I need to make that little shade on the around it again because I messed up on that little silver part. Alright, so that's that. Pretty simple. Wash takes a little time to dry, so I will let that dry to the next part, and I'll show you the rest of the gold before going on to the last step on the red. Alright, so what do we got here now? The Babbitt Black is on top of there, as you can see. Nice and dark. Alright, what you would do next is find your shining gold, or a gold of some sort. You don't have to use the GW paints or whatever, but I've just found over time that GW paints just are actually kind of good. Just stuck with the GW paints, basically. They got a really good variety. Alright, so let's see, let's find some good amount of gold. And go ahead and paint that up. No, not enough. Alright. Don't glob it on or anything like that. And it will shine a lot better when you get to the next part, trust me. Go ahead and cover up some of that silver. Got some in that eye. So I'm going to dry off my brush here and pull that out. If you put a little too much paint in an area, if you're quick enough, when it's not too much damage, go ahead and dry your brush off really quick. And really good. Dry it off really good. And then you can go back with the dry and you can pull up the paint. I'm going to try to pull that. Okay. So there we go. Kind of hard to tell, but you got the gold part on. Now it'll look a little thin on there, but this is where the next part is crucial to make it look like gold. Real gold. So close that up. And let me wash off my brush and let this dry real quick and I'll show you the next part. Alright, so the gold is now dry, you can see here. Alright, so what we do is you find your amount of Ogryn Flesh. I use Ogryn Flesh because it's a little muted, but any kind of brown wash works. Devlin Mud's pretty good, I like it for a lot of metal treatments. And like because it kind of turns out a little darker too. So that's what I've been using these days, Devlin Mud. Ogryn Wash is pretty good as well. So go ahead and ink up your, just lightly ink it.
In Dallas, everyone loves the Cowboys, which makes it odd that our neighbor is a Redskins fan. He got DirecTV, so now he can watch their games every Sunday.
And then you can see that now it becomes like this metal gold color with the brown on top of it. Alright, so now it's like even shinier, more gold looking. Alright, and then one more step after this. Alright, so the last step here, you got your gold mix now. Alright, so you take your last color, mithril silver, and what this last step is like the chipping effect. Alright, so what we do is we load up our brush with some mithril silver off camera, get a good dry brush. I use the flat brush for this one, all nice and loaded up, dried off. Alright, make sure it's really dry. Alright, and then lightly kiss, that's still a little, lightly kiss the metal. And it'll give you a nice chipped effect. Here, let's see if I can darken the image for you. Alright, so you'll get that last effect, which is a little bit of dry brush. I'm going to throw silver on top of it, and it will give you that recently chipped effect on top of your gold. You can see right here. It looks really cool. I do that for most of my models as well, as you can see here. On there too. So that treatment looks really cool. I like it. If you don't like it, find a way that you do like. Alright. So now I'm going to do the final highlights on my red, and that'll be done, and then I'll just put it together and show you the final result. Alright, so to get the highlight color, your last color, since they don't make the fiery orange anymore, is you gotta make your own. Pretty easy though. Blazing orange, golden yellow. Alright. Try to find the mix that you like. I don't like it too yellow. And I don't like it too orange. So try to find the mix. So just kind of load up your brush a little bit. Put some dabs in. Alright, wash off my brush here. Usually you can kind of figure out, like Games Workshop usually tells you kind of stuff like 1/2 this, 1/2 that, or 1 part this, 1 part that. It's kind of tough to tell when you make this color though. My phone's buzzing in the background. Let's see here. Let's do 1, 2 globs. So I think I did 3 globs of orange and 2 globs of yellow. Mix that puppy up together and you'll get your highlight color. And then pull off the paint off the brush because you need that. Alright, get that dry brush off, and then you go. There's that color. You can kind of see what the color here is going to be the highlight for this. Alright, I'll show you the highlighting product now. Alright, so I'll show you on this piece right here. Go ahead and get your detail brush. Take a little bit of that highlight color, and I'll go ahead and start highlighting. And what I do is I pull out just from the edges of all the areas, and then kind of make a little line, and then kind of fade it off to a point. You can see right there already the highlight right here. Alright, and then go ahead and load your brush again. Find another little part to start highlighting. I'll just stay in the same area, show you guys. On edges I like to just make like a little 90-degree angle, a little L. So one part might be longer than the other part, while the other part gets only a little piece to it. Alright, so that's that. And then highlight this little piece right here at the end. Alright, so that's what you do next. And this is kind of, you got your highlight color right here. You can kind of see right there how it stands out from everything else. Right on the edge right there. Alright, so go ahead and hit some of those angles. Find the angles. I like to do the all right angles and pull out. Don't do any of the middle. You want the middle to fade. Alright, so we'll go ahead and finish that up. Alright, so I'm going to try to get as close as possible with the focus camera. Now you can see the highlights areas. Oh my god. There we go. Too bright, too bright. There we go. So you can see the highlighting area. Alright. That was good as well, compared to the not highlighted ones. Alright. So go ahead and hit the rest of your stuff with that.